Some of the graphics are a little rough because I am still working out a few kinks on it, apparently. I thought I would be more ready for noon here than it's taken, but it just takes a little while to kind of re-hook up all the nerve endings to my presence on the internet. One sacrifice, well, one benefit of the current setup is I had a problem getting my webcam working. So it's just voice today. Okay, and we should be good here on Facebook in just a minute. I'm going to be running on the hardcore server for this week anyway. Alright, it should now be going on all three platforms. Let me double check that is true. I see chat on Twitch, so I know I'm good there. There we are. Alright. I see myself on Twitch. Great. I see myself on YouTube. Alright. Alright, we should be there. Hello everyone, and welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDO stream, youtube.com/Dungeons and Dragons/live, and facebook.com/DDO Unlimited. I'm DDO's Community Manager Cordovan, and I am on the hardcore server here this week. I believe next week ties very nicely into the main news item, which is that next week I will most likely be on Lamania. We'll see what happens. No formal date has been announced, but we are targeting next week for our first preview of Keep on the Borderlands. So I would imagine as we get a little bit closer to that date next week, we may hear something from QA kind of about what their plans are for Lamania, specific timing, TBA. We do not yet have a formal date. I think I might have scared Corey. Well, no, not scared Kokomajobo, sorry. Scared Kokomajobo. Briefly, when I suggested that I announce a release date for Lamania next week. What? No, we're not ready. So, but the goal is to probably go live with our first preview of Keep on the Borderlands next week on Lamania. I have someone else in the party here. I am currently level 8, which I am frankly ashamed to say means I am in uncharted territory as of right now on the hardcore server. Apparently, I suck even worse than I thought, and I keep on dying on the hardcore league. But I've got 2 characters, and now I'm going to make sure things go right. And I'm currently level 8, and I am putting the hard in hardcore, running things on hard difficulty. I have 2 goals on the hardcore server, that is to hit level 20 and to get 1750 favor. I can do those things, provided I don't die, so far, unfortunately. Despite my best attempts otherwise, I have not been able to do that when I was running Reaper, and then I was not able to do that when I was running Elite, folks. I was not able to do that running Elite. I thought I'd be fine. And I generally thought I'd be fine up until the moment I died over and over again. So, this run is all about the hard and hardcore. However, once that is accomplished, once this character gets level 20 and 1750 favor, then this character is just going to sit right where it is, and I'm going to make another character. And for the remainder of the time here on the Hardcore League Season 1, I am going to put the actual difficulty back into the Hardcore server. And I'm going to start running, at the very least, Elite, if not Reaper, again. So that's the plan. That's what's going on here for this week on the Hardcore server on the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream. Like I say, most likely next week we have got a chance to probably show off a little bit on Lamania. Now, I want to be very careful on content spoilers in particular, and my understanding is that next week's Lamania is going to be a content preview of Keep on the Borderlands. However, without spoiling Keep per se, I could maybe just briefly put you into the wilderness area. I could just bum around in the test dojo, show off a little bit, perhaps answer any kind of questions that arise from the release notes, things of that nature. So hopefully that's something I could do regardless. Plus, for those of you who either like the live stream or don't like the live stream and only want to know when it's something that they need to pay attention to, we may have something in the works. There was briefly a possibility of something happening today that just due to various factors was not possible to do. Which quest are we in? We are in Tomb of the Crimson Heart. Alright. Anyway, that kind of just, it didn't make sense to do it. But by the time Lamania goes
the
live,
skulls of giants adorn this
you
tangled
might
root. A swarm of swamp
have already had an
skulls
opportunity to
emit a
see it, and
dreadful
we
groan,
might
and the doors around you
be in a
slide
position to show it off a little bit earlier. So, if you only want to watch the live stream when it's something real cool, you might want to keep an eye on social media here over the next 2 to 3 days, because if we can bring a thing to you, we're gonna. Alright, so what's the trap plan? Are we just all gonna die? Can someone actually do this? Actually, I think we can largely avoid the traps in this one, but yeah. We can just go around. We don't actually need to do this. Come back. We don't even need to go through it. But that will change our path a little bit. Have a way to deal with traps, I say. Even if that means with my face, I will probably be okay. Because, you know, that's a pretty good strategy, is to probably be okay on the hardcore server, because that never goes poorly. Do you know what's also not going poorly? My turn undead. I'm doing very, very well with my turn undead. Not sure what's up with that soulstone. That's kind of funny. Alright, let me finally take a look at chat. I'm sorry, folks. I've been a little busy getting things up and running. But like I said, we got a new computer, because if you recall, last Wednesday, I kind of ended up having to do an impromptu live stream at my desk due to just some general issues with that computer, which ended up being enough that the whole thing had to come down and get rebuilt. So, however, that's awesome because now I've got a fresh new computer. It has that fresh computer smell. And that's pretty rad. Do we have anyone who can do this?
Get the shower?
Nope. Oh, okay. Cool.
This room is filled with implements of torture. Equipment was well used.
Alright, let me take a look at chat here real quick. You should start running Reaper 1 Skull once you hit level 8. That's cool. That's a very interesting idea. I like this idea. However, I have learned, due to my own incompetence, that apparently I need to do this if I want to live. So, I am sticking to hard until I hit 1750 favor and level 20. At that point, I can do whatevs. But until then, I am staying alive. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Staying alive. Alive, alive, alive.
Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive?
Exactly. Right. Spicy asks in Twitch chat, will we consider selling the Forge Wraith Flame Aura in the market or in the store? I think the plan for that is to keep it in the Sharn packages for the foreseeable future. I don't want to say never. I don't know. But I could definitely say short term that is not a plan that we intend to do. With D&D Beyond adding Eberron soon, is DDO doing anything to go along with it? If so, I certainly wouldn't be able to talk about it on the live stream here today, but that is exciting news, is it not? As a pen and paper enthusiast, I must say I am very pleased with what's going on here in the world of D&D. They didn't even ask me. Yet I'm happy. Secular Squirrel, I have not heard of negative energy specific plans for a universal enhancement tree. If as you're saying, maybe there's speculation or a rumor mill about it, it's news to me. Yes. Yes, absolutely. My official patented strategy for the hardcore server is indeed the BG strategy. BG standing for barely good. If we're going to transfer characters from the hardcore, I might as well use the shrine, from the hardcore server to our main server, do we need to have an open character slot? The answer to that is yes. As a matter of fact, one of the things I'm going to be working on this afternoon is a write-up that'll be released next. That's going to be our plans for the wrap-up for the Hardcore League. We'll kind of give you a rundown on how the process is going to work, kind of what you can expect, when you can expect any announcements to be made, things like that, kind of what, whatever we feel like we might want to say will be placed into a news article that'll be published over on DDO.com and such in the near future. But to answer the technical part of your question, yes, absolutely. Where you do have free character transfers off of the Hardcore League during a period of time here. We want to make sure everyone gets an opportunity to do that. And run around and kind of like get their bank stuff done and quit their guild leadership if they need to. Remember, guild stuff doesn't persist. Sorry, one guild for all. I know, but hey, that's the rules, and we're sticking to it. So anyway, that's the dealio. That should be coming shortly, most likely next. I mean, we'll see. If it comes together quickly and everyone's on board with it, it could even be this one. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's the plan. And you will have an opportunity to kind of take care of the general business that you feel you're going to need to take care of. And we want to make sure that we give people an opportunity to do that. I think it's practically what we're looking at most likely here. Is we're going to run straight through the end, just, like through November 15th. Most likely come down the morning of November 16th. Something like that. But capture things as of an absolute specified period of time, Did I hear someone proc that trap box? That's kind of cool.
That would have been me.
Oh, hey, good effort anyway. Can you try to get this secret door over here?
Cut it off at the table.
Yep. Try searching over on the wall over here.
I didn't disable it, I just procced it with my face.
No, but we had an attempt at it got popped. It got search discovered as well. I heard it. So we'll basically mark, I don't know, probably something like midnight Eastern, and then basically probably have to take the worlds down, I'm gonna guess, at a certain specified time. I don't know. Stay tuned. But something like that. And then we'll do whatever work we need to do. And then when we can, whether that's immediately or maybe a little, up to, I don't even know, a week or two after, maybe, if we absolutely have to for some reason. We'll bring the worlds back up. Everything will just be unlocked. You're not going to be in the dead area. Or if you are in the dead area, you can get out of it. And then you'll be able to get all the stuff from your shared bank. You'll be able to quit guild leadership. You'll be able to do any kind of maintenance work that you feel you need to do. And at that point, we'll open up server transfers off of the hardcore server for a specified period of time. I would say we're probably looking at 2 full weekends at the very least. So probably weekend, maybe shut off that next Monday-ish or something. But it might be beyond that. I mean, I don't think it really matters that much, frankly, for the most part. So,
of the last rune
I think we're fine there. But I think that's the general plan.
Who dares knock on my door?
And it'll be something. Overall, it should be pretty painless. At least that's the goal. I would love to publish some statistics. I don't know that we can do that without giving away some kind of proprietary business information. But if there's a way we can do that, maybe, right? Ooh, has there been a leak of some kind? Secular Squirrel asks. Not that I'm aware of. Like I say, it's news to me. So, if there's any kind of plan for universal enhancement tree / whatever it is you're talking about, I've not heard that. So, whatever. Can we please improve Druid's Epic Fate? That would probably be a content-specific question. Hopefully we would be able to work on Druid here at some point in the future. No promises on when, but... Nah, people are saying on Twitch, there's like, no, if you died, you shouldn't be able to transfer off. No, that's never been the plan. From the very start, the plan has been, you know, at least part of the cushion for dying over and over, like if you're me, has been that while it has a very significant impact on the hardcore server during the hardcore league, at the very least, if you found that cool item, or if you ended up really liking a character for whatever reason, you can just continue to play that character on the server of your choice that isn't the hardcore server.
A palpable feeling of
The plan for duplicate names, as I understand it, for server transfers is they will continue to operate at per normal. So what that means for you is that if there is a name conflict, the one coming to the server will be appended with a -1. If there already is a -1, it'll be appended to -2. If there's a -2, it'll be appended to -3 and so forth, with a free rename change token. I don't want to give out the command before I double check it because it's been a while. But there's a way to just basically do a chat command to change your name once for free. And I would expect that that would be the way it'll go this time. Yeah, I assume that name change token's BTC, bound to character. I mean, I hope it is. Otherwise, the Night Revels Festival is now out. For those of you who have not yet had an opportunity to check out the Night Revels, we do have a new quest this year, Smashing Pumpkins. Yay, thank you, Zavi. We are now in, which one are we in? We are in Tomb of the Sanguine Heart, and let me share that for you real quick. I do have a gold roll. I've been kind of saving it. Anyway, so Night Revels, we did manage to do the purple outfit. Haha. Can any of us even detect the secret door? Get out of here. Oh, here we go. Alright, nice. I don't know. What do you want next year to be?
Strange ripples form on the surface.
I guess you guys all managed to get it done this past year when you said purple. So, what do you want next?
Trap. Okay. Ask the arty dog to open it. One of those is trapped in here.
Kind of a white, sort of a holy glow kind of thing. That's kind of cool. A save to notepad feature for Toon inventory. Wouldn't that be nice? Sorry, no. Oh, we don't have anything like that. Yeah, Growler, I'm going to talk about Extra Life here in just a little bit. I just wanted to see if there were any Night Revels related questions. One thing that, frankly, I was not aware of, I guess I hadn't really put two and two together on that, is the new Kobold's, or the Kobold's new ringleader, Night Revel's quest, is not available this year. It's being rotated out. And the reason we're doing that is to preserve the reward structure without having to basically do a whole bunch of adjustment year in and year out. So we can just kind of swap in and out quests. But that also gives us an opportunity to keep things a little fresh with Night Revels as well. So there you go. I am not sure how to open the floor gate to the chest and smashing pumpkins. I don't think we did that in the runs I've had yet. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to give it a shot. I guess we'll find out. Really? Let's see, what are we waiting for?
Oh, how bad is this trap? I mean, I've got the most hit points. I could give it a try.
Oh, we'll be fine.
Some
Hey,
server-
there we go. All right.
What's the worst that could happen?
I know it's poison. I just feel better. I feel better. It's the same color, and that's what matters. I may not prevent any poison damage from happening, but it'll prevent the green from getting on my outfit. And that's what's important. And that is why I'm bad at the Hardcore League. You know you do it too. Yeah, I hope. Maybe not. I have been keeping an eye on Facebook. Let's see. Sort bank by level is a wish list forever. Oh god, that would be awesome. What is the current ticket length for an average ticket? It's not really something I can get into too much today. It varies widely based on numerous factors. And I wouldn't want to give some kind of implied guarantee on behalf of customer service as quickly as they can. Is the unfortunate and full answer I can provide. Sorry. Yeah, that's why I don't have a camera. Well, I actually brought up the reason I don't have a camera this session is because when I had XSplit, I called up the USB cam, and it was just freezing. It wasn't like actively updating properly. It was getting hung up somewhere. So I was like, fine, mic's working. That's good enough. Just one final quick note on Night Revels then. Night Revels is announced as through, what, the 3rd, right? Basically shut off that following Monday. So we got some plenty of time to get your Night Revels in if you want. We did have a few issues when we launched last Thursday that we had to kind of do some messaging around, but most of that should be resolved at this point. I know we had a pretty rough go of it, frankly, late last week, both on the forums and in-game. Some unfortunate technical issues that did get addressed, but it really wasn't until, what, Friday evening that we were able to really get things back to where they needed to be. And for that, we apologize. But overall, things are, thankfully, looking pretty good right now. Are all the... Oops. Are all the spectral weapons supposed to be piercing damage? That one is, I believe, no. I believe there's a bug with, what is it, the battle axe? Which is accidentally doing piercing rather than slashing damage. That is not working as intended and will have to be corrected in a future patch. Let me call up the weekly bonus, but it's going to take me just a second to do so. Alright, so our weekly bonus for this week is plus 5% VIP XP, and that kicks off really late Thursday morning, running through Sunday, October 20th. 5% VIP XP, and then of course Night Revels is ongoing as well as a special event in DDO through November 3rd. Also, if you didn't catch it last Thursday, we have some fairly exciting news for some folks in that Inquisitive is now available for DDO points in the DDO store. So if you've been wanting to get your Inquisitive on and didn't want to get it through other methods, you can now do so. Now this one I know is for sure trapped, right? We don't even need. Do we even need to go in here? Okay. Hot pink. Yeah, I bet there'd be some people. Oh, this one isn't trapped. I don't know which one I was thinking of. A different one. Let's see. Okay, I know where we need to go. We need to go south and then east. Yep. Can I pass on an idea to make the next raid tier rune arm a melee ranged cone-shaped blast? A melee ranged cone.
As the final cultist falls,
What is a melee ranged cone? You mean a melee range? Oh, okay, sorry, a cone that would be for, so basically one of the shorter ones, because we tend to have, we've been doing the shooty ones lately. I think largely based on consumer interest, but yeah. I mean, you know, sure, that sounds like a perfectly valid suggestion of something that we could do. I remember way back in the day when they first came out, people tended to prefer the more longer range rune arm blasts to the shorter ones. But, you know, at this point, the game has gone through some different kind of meta changes and things like that. And I think the idea of a good upper level melee cone style rune arm for a top tier next raid sounds like a perfectly valid suggestion. Are we gonna nerf Inquisitive? Oh yeah, let me announce that today. That wouldn't be a problem. No, here's what I would say about Inquisitive in particular. We certainly have seen your forum threads. For those who feel that we need to scale back some of the outlier abilities of the Inquisitive to more fully align with balance amongst other classes, even though it's not really a class, it's a universal enhancement tree. Its overall power level needs to go down, according to some. That is perfectly valid thing to ask for, and something I think that we will be paying close attention to as we look to make any changes in the future. But I don't have any formal, say, quote, nerf to announce today or anything like that. There's also people who feel it's fine, and please don't touch my OP Inquisitive. Sorry, I can't help myself. Yeah. I do think overall, you know, I think we're well aware of certainly amongst certain meta kind of proficient players and things like that, Inquisitive is a pretty popular choice at the moment. And if we need to do something there, we certainly reserve the right to do so. Have been known to do so. And probably will do so again. Someday.
This tomb is well kept despite its age.
Collect your Monster Manual rewards before you finish the server. Now that is a good
glowing
idea.
circle in the middle of the room. As the flames from the urn subside, the surrounding doors slide open. Faint, guttural chattering. A rune-scarred skull is mounted.
Any
above
chance
the
of ever
door.
doing a goblin player race? That is certainly something that it has the potential to be possible. I mean, I don't think there would be anything at all formally preventing that kind of thing from taking place. It's not something that we've announced, but I don't see why that someday wouldn't be a possibility. That would make a lot of sense.
Behind the walls,
I think, for most
One
folks.
written in a complex cipher that defies translation.
Kobolds before goblins?
This book misfired for
Yeah, I guess that would probably have to be a debate that would have to take place. Is no, do this instead. I don't know though. You know, we have goblins in Sharn now and all, and that's kind of cool. So I don't really see why we couldn't. I must admit, every time I see that soul stone, I freak out a little bit. I too really enjoy Night Revels. Just, you know, personally, it's one of my favorite. Maybe my favorite? I don't know. How much would it upset people if we did Goblin before Kobold? I don't know. Would it? Isn't there room for both? Hey, Ranger on YouTube.
undead gather here. The power of this summoning circle subsides as the last wight is slain.
That's true. We did disappoint the Kobold Wanters by going ahead and releasing Dragonborn. It's probably a good call, though.
Wait, what?
At JCOM, can we please have a virtual reality visit of the bad guy monster war room? Who decides for monsters? Ooh, that war room was a bloody mess. No, I mean, a bountiful amount of choice can be a great thing. It can also be a challenge. Alright, so finally then, before I head into the final stretch of the Sure here, I wanted to call out that I have launched my Extra Life for this year. You can go to the DDO forums, find out more, figure out how you can get some stuff from the, quote, community loot list. This is a series, a growing list of items, slowly growing list of items that are available for giveaways like this for community events. If you ever wanted to get a custom avatar for the forums or a title, you can do that there too. But really what we're doing here is we are supporting a good cause. That cause being the Children's Miracle Network affiliated hospital. For Team Standing Stone Games, we are dedicating our donations to the Boston Children's Hospital. The Boston Children's Hospital in Boston, which provides services of all kinds, life-saving services to young children and support for their families without regard to the ability to pay. And frankly, the amount of miracles that come out of the woodwork when the Boston Children's Hospital is mentioned, I think, speak for itself in terms of the why we do this. So, between now and November 15th, if you even want to donate, say, as little as $10, you can get in on any of the drawings that we are having. We're giving away some DDO points codes at the end. Historically, most folks who donate get one of those codes with no promises. Typically, the amount of total number of donors and the generosity of points given away for hitting certain thresholds has largely meant that everyone gets one. But that's not a guarantee. Regardless, you can go to extra-life.org/team/SSG. extra-life.org/team/SSG. And make a donation. If you want to donate to my personal Extra Life, that's the easiest for me to keep for bookkeeping reasons. I also do need you to send me, per usual, a quick message on the forums. Just give me by sending me a private message, you will be giving me your forum display name. But I also need to know your donation name, amount you donated, and just general date. Hey, I donated on the 15th, or I donated on the 17th, or I think it was about the 18th. I don't know. I was really drunk. No, it's fine. And I can match that to a donation more easily and make sure you get your stuff. My goal this year is to actually get the codes and such distributed prior to the end of the event. Wouldn't that be a first? And that's my hope nonetheless. So if you want to get in on that, you can. You can get like pork barrels or, robes, some really cool looking cosmetics, some older items. If you're into creature companions, you can get any of the creature companions that I give away. So extra-life.org/team/SSG to get to the SSG team. My personal is /participant/Jerry Snook, SNOOK, JERRY SNOOK. No. I'm sorry to say, Nivmind, and I want to be fairly serious about this because it does come up. I love the generosity of the community. But what I say I can give away is pretty much what I can give away. So I'll often get things like, oh man, I really want that Onyx Panther that came with the Menace of the Underdark pre-order exclusive and is no longer available, and I wasn't even playing then, and what if I gave you a $200 donation to Extra Life? Can you just sort of slip it to me? The answer is, I'm sorry. No, I cannot. Part of the reason why we can do these kind of things is they are done within various ethical and other parameters that we must adhere to. And yes, I will be doing Movember this year as well. So if, for whatever reason, Extra Life is in your bag, or you just kind of short this month, or want to donate but really kind of want to do it in November for whatever reason, or you're the generous type who is able to do both, I am raising money in November for Movember, and that particularly focuses on, say, like prostate cancer, testicular cancer, mental health, and various other issues of particular importance to men and those who love them. And that happens in Movember. I do both these charities historically based on need, on outcome, and on ability to make a difference. And so that is going to be happening again this year as well.
Sides as the last white is slain.
So anyway, the other cool bit, though, is, per usual, we are going to do a Extra Life marathon on twitch.tv/DDO stream. We're going to do an Extra Life marathon. Currently targeted for Saturday, October 26th. I think what we're going to end up doing is basically go 12 hours on the Lord of the Rings side that Friday, noon to midnight, and then that Saturday, noon to midnight, we'll be going live on DDO stream. So we get one for Lotra, one for DDO, and kind of make it a weekend. And so we're currently planning, I haven't announced it formally yet because I wanted to not hold up the rest of the Extra Life stuff for it. But I think you can pretty much pin on your calendar October 25th and 26th, Friday and Saturday. Saturday in particular for DDO.
Magical barrier to the north.
And we're going to be doing a basically day-long marathon. Everyone's going to be streaming on behalf of Extra Life if they want to, or at the very least, we'll be invading their show and making them care. Not if we ever have to do that. And it should be good times. So, there we go. Can you get it delivered by Halloween? That is the hope. That is the hope. To be complete, let's just burn through Burning Heart here so that we can get all 4 done here today. So Extra Life is something I easily support. It really predates me in terms of the community's support for Extra Life, and I'm proud to be able to continue that. Quick note, last year, for those who wonder what kind of impact they are having. I should not put my Holy Smite near my other bows. Last year we were the top fundraiser. Standing Stone Games was the top fundraiser for the Boston Children's Hospital during Extra Life. And that is not an exaggeration to say that the work that was done will very seriously potentially save the lives of many kids. At least a couple. And it's a important cause. So, if you want to be a member of Team SSG, you can do so. If you would like to join us on Extra Life, that's fine too. If for whatever reason you have a local hospital you want to personally support, and perhaps Boston Children's isn't the right one for you, you can donate to anyone, really, during this time frame. Just let me know what you got and how much you donated. I'll make sure you get covered. But it sure is a lot easier if you donate to either me or Team Standing Stone Games. I am proud to announce that within the first 24 hours, within the first 24 hours, we were able to crush our $3,000 goal. And heading into the end of the live stream here, let me get an up-to-date total. Team Standing Stone Games has a $10,000 total team goal, and we have raised so far $4,386. So we are about halfway through our team goal, and we have crushed my personal goal already. I tend to set my personal goal low so that I don't presume the generosity of others. And of my $3,000 goal, we are currently sitting at $3,741. And so that is amazing. And so we are well on our way to crushing our goals here this Extra Life. And I believe very strongly that we can do this, that we've done this in the past, and that we will do it again. Especially we're living in political times, as it were. And I think regardless of politics, everyone has historically been able to be like, well, yeah, I mean, sick kids are something we should try to help. So it's a nice time to be able to do that. It is tax deductible, if that sort of thing matters to you. And I know it does for some people. They're like, well, I mean, $1,000 tax deduction certainly does some good. And so they tend to rely on these kind of recurring fundraising drives to perhaps make those financial choices. And we've been honored over the years to be that choice for a number of DDO and Lotro players, both for Extra Life and Movember, or one or the other. No, sorry, John. I am keeping an eye on the Facebook feed. I haven't really seen a whole lot of comments that I can answer. I did answer the one on the ticket that Ray had asked. Oh my god, what is that clip, Shoemaker? What in the world are you trying to show me? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But that's great. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's how it works. Yep. So... I have no idea what you're trying to show me there. I'm sorry. Yeah. Would I ever consider opening up subscriptions to DDO Stream for Extra Life donations? Probably not. Not that I don't think it's a cool idea, especially because there are some opportunities to, you know, donate subscriptions and things like that. But that is a convoluted method that kind of goes against the point of DDO Stream. DDO Stream is not... We're not making money on this thing. That's the point. Rather, it's a community channel. I like to think of it as the kind of equivalent to a real-life public access channel to the DDO community of people streaming Dungeons & Dragons Online on Twitch as both a discovery vehicle and a way to kind of bring the circle around to support each other. As such, if you do have a sub you want to give it to one of them. All right, that is going to do it with the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream. Thanks so much for being here. I'll get you a code in the in-game mail a little bit later on today. Stay tuned next week for some news about Lamania with Keep on the Borderlands. Also, reminder to check out extra-life.org/team/SSG if you wish to donate to us this Extra Life. Stay tuned for a special marathon on October 26th. Stay tuned for a possible special thing that might be happening later this week. And hope you're enjoying the night revels, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.